And it's Suarez and Moore on the left side, Frazier and France on the right, and Torrens, 3 with a 6.60 in his 3 starts against the Yankees. A game today, right back at it, and DJ LeMahieu takes strike 1. Rays signed a 5-year, $115 million deal. Did not get off to a good start. But LeMahieu had a very rare
young winner. Started off a little bit slow in his first 12 games of 4.9. Guy who really features his fastball, who likes it a lot. Didn't throw many two-seamers to begin styles. The turnaround came 0 two-seamers early in the season, the last 11 games.
3-2. LeMahieu sends for the first out. Take a look at the Mariners defense. It's brought to you by your Lodge. Maybe the only Yankee who had a over that span. Big swing there. Impressive history against Ray in
of Aaron Judge and how he just continues to get better each day, each day out. He just spoke about his ability to control his mechanics and good pretty much all season long.
Rolls this one slowly to the left side, and more. Keys to the game brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, keys to the game, base running. We saw the team, and before he was hurt, he was hitting at a 261 clip over the last 7 with a 4th in a lot of different ways, whether it be via base running or the bullpen not shutting down of the season.
Rizzo missing 5 games with July. The 0-1 or day. Feels completely different when those two.
And I think you can't say enough about presence. We talk about what a guy can bring to the table.
2. Rizzo stays alive. The umpire behind the plate. More high strikes, more low strikes. 13th Major League season. De Jesus at 3rd. Swing and a miss. Lister's turn next. Starting lineup is brought to
Hialeah's finest. Well, glove side for me is a big reason why Nestor has turned himself into.
That lineup will face this man, nasty Nestor Cortez, 9-3, best in the majors with that day game ERA.
4 2/3 pitch, and this guy's pitching to a 1.81 ERA in day game.
One and 2.
Brian, and that little 6-game skid that Nestor went through, he just, lost his command right at hitters.
Drops down, and Frazier fouls it off. After last night.
And that's what he does. That's why he likes to pitch in the day games. He wants to make sure.
Another 1-2 coming from Cortez. Swing and a miss. Frazier, local Tri-State GMC dealers. And Duar in left, Hicks in center, Judge in right. 5 appearances. And strike. It was interesting. I was talking with Nestor. Helpful, though, just in some of their staff, helping him learn something, then how the Yankees further crafted it and fine-tuned it.
How do you bounce back? How do you grow from those mistakes? How do you, in his career on an upward trajectory?
It up 9-3 with a 2.57 swing, and a tip held onto by Higashioka.
Below 276 on the slug.
That's it in the air to send. No score through 1. 2-3 first innings, and now Robbie Ray goes to work against Josh Donaldson, Gleyber Torres. Last night 0 for 3. Reached base when he have lost 2 of the last 4 games they've played by a 1-0 score. 1981. Although, according to our scouting, Lance Barrett is just playing to the back of his baseball. And the teams are very well aware of the scouting reports. A 1-2. How much did that change, Cam, over the course?
I was facing guys like Jamie Moyer and Jason Marquez, Aaron Harain, guys that really, the Sheffields of the world say, hey, young man, swing the bat today. The guy behind the plate, but 2 strikes, you might have to expand.
And Donaldson play.
Yeah, this is just a really, really well located fastball. It's all set up by pounding him in. So now his eyes are looking to the inner half.
Here is Glaber. Swinging at the first pitch. Skies it. Let's take a look at the arsenal of Robbie Ray. StatCast 3D is powered by
pitching away from righties without having to force it over there has really allowed him to really.
Hicks showing bunt, takes a strike. Thrown out Frazier at second yesterday. Fielders on the left side. 0-2 on Hicks.
Going to the glove side, coming up with the ball, spinning and throwing an absolute strike.
The defense from both teams was fantastic. And obviously hurt themselves on the base paths. Hicks pokes one through.
That is a really nice sign from Aaron Hicks right there. I mean, last night we saw Miguel Anthony's ball back through the 4-hole for a nice base hit.
Aaron Boone's talked about Hicks. It's usually come with that left-handed stroke. Took him a while to get them that he's getting back on track. And Duar rips that into left center field. That's a.
And that is a welcome sight from Miggy Andujar. We saw him last night get a knock. Aaron Hicks, a nice piece of running, understanding your outfield, knowing that he can move to third. The strongest arm.
Kiner Falefa up. And he takes ball 1. Didn't have a huge problem with the out Kiner Falefa made on the cut him down. Now the play was in front of Kiner. KF have been able to make the calculation that he wasn't going to be able to make it to second in time.
But like you said, Ryan, the play was in front of him, and it's just something I feel like you have to read important.
Yeah. And Aaron Boone talked at length about that before the game today, how he says just to be smarter. Kiner Falefa flicks that into shallow right in the inning.
I mean, you have to love Nestor. That is the epitome of team grinder.
Runner's order. I was talking with Nestor recently about the way the fans love him, and he obviously. You will face Eugenio Suarez, ball 1, 4-5, and sin that has stood out most to you. He said the thing that, and then he said the other thing is seeing how many young kids will send him,
that's important because of the next generation. So, the fans love Nestor for a few reasons. One, not being the biggest, not being the strongest, but this guy has prevailed. And
he walks Suarez, so the leadoff man is on for experience. 0-1 on Santana. Swing and a miss. Nice slider. Well, you see the season for Nestor. First swing and a miss. Got Santana, 3rd strikeout.
Talked about Nestor controlling the glove side part of the dish, and right there, Santana just not.
As he continues deep into the season, is his innings. We showed you his journey to be aware of. And Meredith, I know it's something that you've talked to Nestor about recently.
And he said right now he feels great. He admitted that at the end of last season, he started days. He came in with the mindset.
Oh, this is going to be a double play.